First one, count it. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. The pass set it all up.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Can't connect on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. For 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Thompson. Fires the 3. Smothering D.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Warriors have the basketball. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Oh, Neto against the former Cougar. And look out. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Over the line. Backcourt violation. Substitution being made in this one. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Kyle O'Quinn at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Russell, nice pass to set things up. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Russell with it up top. His guys currently down by 13. Sixers have the basketball. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Curry with the basketball. Final minute, first half. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
It's good. And 1.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Off the mark on his free throw. To Curry. Shot from in close, no good. And a nice finish at the rim.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Knocked loose. And count the basket.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Curry into the front court. His guys down big. Big finish at the rim.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Steph Curry. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Long Key from three-quarters court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The 76ers dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Warriors have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Golden State Warriors.
Game track. Defense.
The Philadelphia 76ers are exhibiting some great defense. They're refusing to let shooters get comfortable and showing great anticipation in the passing lanes.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Warriors have the basketball. Knocked loose. Curry. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. Josh Richardson. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Simmons. Draymond Green with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Curry. And it's Simmons with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Richardson from the painted area won't go down. Steph Curry, 4 out of 7.
Curry, obviously the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Yeah, I said it. But he's so good at driving and using his body to shield off the contact.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I mean, if you have athletic ability like that guy offensively, as soon as you beat your man, if you don't beat him off the ground for the jump, you have no chance.
To Richardson. Has a look. Offensive board. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Trailing by 15. Draws the double and still hits.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Short jumper won't go down.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Richardson to Tobias Harris. Josh Richardson buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Knocked loose. Sixers control it. Gets to the basket and scores.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder in the defensive end.
And finishes strong.
And that transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Richardson guarded by Klay Thompson. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
What a move. If you're on defense, you can't be caught flat-footed there.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Taken by the Sixers. Flushes it home.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Warriors have it. Livingston. Taken by the Sixers. To Simmons. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Simmons. A big finish at the rim.
As